Hello everyone. This is the pre-market report video for today 19th Jan 2024 for the Indian stock market in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. Finally today we can expect some calmness, but before discussing those, quickly let's see what happened yesterday. If required, please pause and have a look. These were the top 5 Nifty contributors. Bottom 5 is the negative ones, whereas the top 5 are the positives. As we see here, the bottom 2, HDFC Bank and L&T Mindtree, both together alone contributed for the entire Nifty fall 110 points. And both the stocks were negative because of their respective individual Q3 earnings result release. Already in the last 2 videos, we discussed enough about HDFC Bank and why their earnings was bad, etc. So I don't have any new information to add on top of that. But just like to highlight this, not the recommendation, but keep an eye out. Margin contraction in HDFC Bank is understandable since when they merged it with HDFC, they acquired all the housing loan together. Generally, housing loan is the low margin business, so I don't think it's very easy for HDFC Bank now after the merger to come back to above 4% margin. But if they do, then it's good. One of the main reasons for the merger is to bring both the entities' customers under one umbrella. To make the HDFC loan holder to do banking in HDFC Bank. This way, they can increase both the business. It's an indirect way of customer acquisition. Maybe in the long run, they might get benefit. Again, I'm not recommending, it's just personal thought. And also at present, HDFC Bank's PE ratio is in the range of 16. And if it falls below 15, then for me, it will be very attractive for the long-term investment. Anyway, it's just my personal thought. So that's about HDFC Bank. Then the other one, L&T Mindtree. In their earnings top line financials, every metric, revenue, EBIT margin and net profit, everything came substantially below the analyst expectation. In fact, lot of brokers yesterday downgraded the L&T Mindtree. As a consequence, in one single day, L&T Mindtree shares dropped near 11%. So these two stocks, HDFC Bank and L&T Mindtree, made sure that Nifty to close negative for the third consecutive day. Sector-wise, bank, FMCG, IT, metal and power down by 0.3 to 1%, while auto, capital goods, healthcare, oil and gas and realty up by 0.3 to 0.7%. Again, for the second consecutive day, FII net sold for around 10,000 crore rupees. However, yesterday, DII upped their buying from 4,000 crore rupees to near 6,000 crore rupees. In fact, yesterday, global market momentum improved massively when Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing made the projection that their revenue expect to increase over 20%, which in turn made all the Asian and European market to close positive. You might ask how one small country, Taiwan's company, can improve the global momentum. To answer that, TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, is the world's largest semiconductor manufacturer. They make semiconductor for everybody, Samsung fridge, pen drive, Apple iPhone, etc. for every electronic component. In total, entire global semiconductor supply as per last quarter, TSMC's market share was 56.4%. In comparison, the next second one was Samsung, who had the market share of just 11.7%. So TSMC business is like a salt to entire global demand, and because of that, the US semiconductor index increased 3.4%, which in turn supported the entire US market. In addition, Bank of America upgraded the Apple stock from neutral to buy rating. They cited the reason because of this new artificial intelligence support feature mobile hardware that launched in Samsung. They expect Apple to include the same in their upcoming iPhone, which indeed forces the existing iPhone user to upgrade to their new artificial intelligence supported iPhone. Please note here, this is the perfect example how the professional analyzing the stock like giving the value to the story. Simply, yesterday Samsung launched their new S24 series with the artificial intelligence feature. We know Samsung is the direct competitor to Apple. In general public view, Samsung got the new advanced feature and Apple don't have that feature, which will reduce the Apple phone sales. That's the general public perception. But the professional analyst sees this in a different way, that because Samsung released the new hardware, which indeed forces the Apple to release AI hardware iPhone in the upcoming September month. So all those existing iPhone users around the world will upgrade their phone to their new one. Basically, Bank of America created and projected the story from Samsung new phone launch. which is really good and it is very reasonable, which in turn made the Apple stock to increase near 4%. As most of us know, Apple is the index heavyweight in all three index. So last night, US market traded and closed on the positive note. Dow Jones increased 0.54%, S&P 500 up by 0.88% and Nasdaq increased by 1.35%. Regarding VIX, it dropped near 5% and moved from 15 to around 14. About oil, International Energy Agency IEA, in their monthly report, they stated that they now expect the oil demand to grow by 1.24 million barrels per day in 2024, which was up by 180,000 barrels per day compared to their previous monthly report projection. And thus, it made the oil price to increase near 2%. At the time of this video, WTI crude oil is trading at 74 US dollars per barrel, whereas Brent crude oil is closed at 79 US dollars per barrel. About gold, it haven't changed much. It trades around the same place, 2025 US dollars per ounce. Coming to Indian ADR, in line with US market renewed positivity, all closed positive of around 1.5%, including HDFC Bank. However, that was not transferred to GIFT Nifty. At 3 AM Indian Standard Time, it closed at 21,548. At the time of yesterday's closing, it again got the premium of 70 points. Because we got only 4 more trading sessions for expiry, I'm considering the premium of only 40 points, equating that for now, it's kind of indicating flat to positive 20 to 30 points gap up opening. So that's all about the yesterday's global market. Now let's move to India's stock specific info. In the aftermarket hours, IndusInd Bank released their earnings. Their net profit increased slightly more than analysts expected, and other financials also improved compared to last quarter. In fact, the net interest margin comes as 4.29%, and in September quarter it was 4.27%. Deposit grown by 13% and loan book grown by 20%. So overall, I'm not seeing any red flag. As a summary, US market closed positive. Also, global momentum improved yesterday. One Indian bank looks like posted a good results. Indian ADR and GIFT Nifty all indicating the positive opening. So let's hope for it. However, I said global momentum improved yesterday. I didn't mention it for today. Since last night, US market ignored this data. The number of people who applied for job insurance for the first time comes as couple of year low value, which I expected to increase the 10-year bond yield today. In that case, that can impact the global momentum negatively. Let's hope it will not happen. Then, as per stock open interest, L&T Mindtree, HDFC Bank, ICICI Prudential Life Insurance, NTPC, JK Cement and India Mart got an increase in open interest along with a negative close, indicates the short build-up. On the other hand, Oracle Finance, BHEL, Airtel, Apollo Tyres, Mahanagar Gas, MCX India and Indus Towers got an increase in open interest with a positive price close, indicating the long build-up. Regarding the things to look out, Reliance Industries, Hindustan Unilever, Ultratech Cement, Paytm, RBL Bank, Hindustan Zinc and Hatsun Agro are some of the major Indian companies' earnings results are scheduled released today. In terms of macro, just now Japanese consumer data was released. It comes as in line with expectation, 2.3% in December month. So we can see its impact in Asian market. During our market hours at 12:30 PM, there is a schedule for release of Germany's wholesale inflation. Then in the aftermarket hours for US home sales data, Michigan consumer sentiment are the important items we need to keep an eye out today. Coming to technical, yesterday, Nifty rebounded from the day's low but failed to capitalize on the gains. Thus, on the daily chart, it formed a high wave candlestick pattern indicating the high volatility, and as an individual candle, it's similar to spinning top candlestick pattern. As a overall, the short-term trend is still weak, but in the last 3 days, Nifty declined sharply, so there is a possibility of pullback rally in the immediate short term. In that case, the pullback can extend till 21,600 to 21,650, where resistance is in the form of 20-day moving average. In terms of levels, 21,550 to 21,570 is the immediate hurdle zone, while 21,350 to 21,300 is the crucial support zone. In case of Bank Nifty, it opened 570 points gap down, but though it recovered around 280 points from the day's low. Thus, on the daily chart, it formed a bullish candlestick pattern with a long upper shadow. Now, Bank Nifty reached the 161.82% Fibonacci extension level from the peak 45,768, which also coincides with the 20-week moving average. All making the zone 45,800 to 45,600 is the crucial support zone. As long as the index stays above it, we can expect some recovery. On the upside, the resistance is at 46,400 to 46,600. Regarding options, the maximum call option open interest was at 22,000 strike, followed by 22,500 and 21,800 strike, with new call option writing at 22,500, then 21,500 strike. Thus, from the options data indicates that Nifty got extended range resistance 21,500 to 21,800. Whereas on the put side, the maximum open interest was at 20,500 strike, followed by 21,000 strike, with new put option writing at 21,400, then 20,200 strike. Hence, with the immediate support at 21,400 and then 21,000. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing the channel and liking the video, so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment based on this, as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing this for me and viewers' educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.